Every day, millions of people wake up already tired, with a tight chest, racing thoughts, and that constant feeling of something is wrong. Often, blood tests come back normal, but inside the body a silent force is out of control: cortisol, the main stress hormone. Cortisol itself is not the villain. You need it to wake up in the morning, respond to danger, and keep your blood sugar stable. The problem begins when cortisol stays high for too long. When this happens, you start to notice stubborn belly fat, trouble sleeping, mood swings, high blood pressure, and even memory problems. It becomes harder to relax, harder to lose weight, and easier to feel irritated with everything and everyone. The good news is that you don't need a miracle pill. Today I will show you 3 simple foods that science has linked to lower cortisol, less inflammation, and more calm in your brain and body. In this video, I'll explain how these foods work inside your body, how much to eat, and how to include them in your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Stay with me until the end, because I'll give you a simple daily plan combining all 3 foods that you can start using tomorrow morning to begin calming your stress naturally. Food number 1: blueberries, antioxidant shield for your stress system. Our first food is a small fruit with a big power: blueberries. These little dark blue spheres are rich in compounds called anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that protect your cells from oxidative stress. When cortisol stays high, it produces more free radicals in the body and in the brain. Blueberries act like tiny shields, neutralizing this damage and helping your nervous system stay balanced. Blueberries are also a good source of vitamin C, which plays an important role in the regulation of cortisol. The adrenal glands, the tiny organs that produce cortisol, use vitamin C to function properly. Studies show that people with higher vitamin C intake tend to have a more controlled cortisol response to stressful situations. That means your body can face a challenge, respond, and then calm down again instead of staying in alarm mode all day. To get these benefits, you don't need a complicated recipe. You can add a handful of fresh or frozen blueberries to your morning oatmeal, mix them into natural yogurt, or blend them in a smoothie with water or plant milk. Try to eat blueberries or other dark berries at least 3 to 4 times per week. Over time, you are building a calmer brain and a more resilient stress system with every spoonful. Food number 2: fatty fish, omega-3 to calm inflammation and cortisol. The second food is not a fruit, but it is one of the most powerful allies against stress: fatty fish, such as salmon, sardines, mackerel, or trout. These fish are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, especially EPA and DHA. These fats are essential for the structure of your brain cells and have a strong anti-inflammatory effect in the whole body. Chronic inflammation and high cortisol feed each other like a vicious cycle. Omega-3 helps to break that cycle. Research has shown that people who consume more omega-3 tend to have lower cortisol levels after stressful events, better mood, and lower risk of depression and anxiety. Omega-3s improve the fluidity of cell membranes in the brain, helping neurotransmitters like serotonin and GABA work more effectively. In simple words, your brain becomes more capable of staying calm, even when life around you is not. A practical goal is to eat fatty fish 2 to 3 times per week. You can prepare salmon baked in the oven with herbs and lemon, grill sardines with a salad, or add canned tuna or sardines in water to a bowl of mixed vegetables. If you don't like fish, talk with your doctor about an omega-3 supplement, especially if you are over 50 and live with high stress, inflammation, or cardiovascular risk. Food number 3: pumpkin seeds, magnesium for deep relaxation. The third food looks simple but works like a natural tranquilizer for the nervous system: pumpkin seeds. These small green seeds are one of the richest natural sources of magnesium, a mineral that many stressed people are missing. Magnesium acts as a brake pedal for the nervous system. It helps relax muscles, calms the brain, and supports the function of receptors for GABA, a neurotransmitter that promotes relaxation and good sleep. When your magnesium intake is low, your body becomes more reactive to stress. Cortisol rises more easily, your muscles stay tense, and sleep becomes lighter and fragmented. By increasing magnesium through foods like pumpkin seeds, your body can turn off the alarm more efficiently after a stressful moment. In addition, pumpkin seeds also provide zinc, healthy fats, and protein, which support hormone balance and blood sugar stability, two key factors in cortisol control. You can add 1 to 2 tablespoons of pumpkin seeds to your meals each day. Sprinkle them over salads, blend them into smoothies, mix them into your oatmeal, or eat them as a snack together with a piece of fruit. If you toast them lightly in a pan without oil and add a pinch of salt or herbs, they become a delicious crunchy topping that your body and your taste buds will love. How to use these 3 foods in a cortisol calming day. Now let's put everything together in a simple daily plan. Imagine starting your morning with a bowl of oatmeal topped with blueberries and pumpkin seeds. In one meal, you are giving your body fiber to stabilize blood sugar, antioxidants to protect your brain, and magnesium to relax your nervous system. This is very different from starting the day with white bread and sugary coffee, which spike cortisol instead of calming it. At lunch or dinner, you can include a portion of fatty fish, such as a piece of baked salmon or grilled sardines, along with a large portion of vegetables and a small serving of whole grains like brown rice or quinoa. If you want a dessert, choose a small bowl of blueberries or mixed berries instead of a sugary cake. Little by little, your plate becomes a cortisol-lowering routine, not just a random collection of foods. Of course, you don't need to be perfect every day. The goal is direction, not perfection. Focus on adding these 3 foods most days of the week. Your body will start to receive the message: you are safe, you are nourished, you can relax now. Over weeks and months, this message is translated into better sleep, more stable mood and lower stress. What to avoid so these foods can work better. These 3 foods are powerful, but they cannot work against a diet full of cortisol-raising choices. To really feel the difference, it's important to reduce certain products that keep your stress hormones high. The main villains are refined sugars, ultra-processed snacks, excess caffeine and alcohol. They cause blood sugar spikes, disturb your sleep and force your adrenal glands to keep producing cortisol. Try to gradually replace soft drinks with water or herbal teas, cookies with fruit and seeds, and energy drinks with a single moderate coffee in the morning. If you drink alcohol frequently, especially at night, reducing the amount or limiting it to occasional use will also help your cortisol normalize. Remember, these changes do not need to happen overnight. Each step opens more space for the blueberries, fatty fish, and pumpkin seeds to do their healing work. When you combine adding the right foods with removing the worst triggers, your body finally has a chance to come out of survival mode. Your heart rate becomes more stable, digestion improves, and that constant tension in your shoulders slowly begins to melt away. 3 simple foods, 1 big change in your life. So now you know, 3 very simple foods, blueberries, fatty fish, and pumpkin seeds, can become powerful tools to naturally lower cortisol and calm your body from the inside out. They protect your brain, reduce inflammation, nourish your adrenal glands, and help regulate the hormones that control your stress response. No extreme diets, no magic pills, just intelligent choices on your plate. If you want to start today, choose 1 meal and transform it. Maybe tomorrow morning you add blueberries and pumpkin seeds to your breakfast. This week, you plan 2 dinners with salmon or sardines. These small decisions, repeated over time, can completely change how you feel, how you sleep, and how you respond to the problems of everyday life. If this video helped you, share it with someone who is always stressed and needs to hear this message. And tell me in the comments, which of these 3 foods are you going to add first: blueberries, fatty fish, or pumpkin seeds? Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Healthy Fruits so you don't miss the next doctor-style explanations about how real food can transform your health.